First came the Magic Kingdom. Then the incredible Epcot Center. Now comes the new Disney MGM Studios theme park.
This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Eric Morton of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from Disney theme parks around the world. Here now is the news for May 24th, 2024. Real quick, if you want to keep up with the news, we have the new version of the WDWNT app. Just go check it out. You can get it from wherever you get your apps, the App Store, I guess. And it works great. You can filter out things you don't want to see. So I know one of the common complaints in the past was I want Disney news. I don't want Universal news. There's a filter for that. So check out the new app. Give it a shot. See if you like it. I think it so far seems to be great. The floating candelabra has returned to the endless hallway scene inside the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World. The floating candelabra, which was removed from the Magic Kingdom version of the attraction back in January, is back after a nice 5-month vacation. You can see it floating at the back of the endless hallway now. The scene is towards the beginning of the attraction, just as guests encounter the Hatbox Ghost. I know a lot of you don't like that you encounter the Hatbox Ghost there, but you do. The Hatbox Ghost himself is a new addition to the Haunted Mansion, being added last November, a year after it was first announced. Speculation that the floating candelabra would be removed began back when the concept art of the Hatbox Ghost included the endless hallway, but with no floating candelabra. However, we confirmed the candelabra would eventually return back in January. I'm happy to see it back. For all the complaints about the placement of the Hatbox Ghost, at least we got this classic illusion back. Tiana's Bayou Adventure will feature a salute to military service with a storyline inspired by Tiana's father. In The Princess and the Frog, Tiana's father, James, was a World War I veteran. That story will continue and expand into Q of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which opens at Walt Disney World on June 28th, thanks to photos of James that will be found in the queue. Ted Robledo, executive director for Walt Disney Imagineering, discussed the inspiration for the art made exclusively for the attraction, which included real-life photos of soldiers who served in the 369th Regiment, one of the first African-American regiments to serve with the American Expeditionary Forces during World War I. Robledo shared the following. We looked for inspiration for how we could best expand on his backstory in a way that honored the military families who visit our parks. In creating these photos for the attraction, we were inspired by real photos of soldiers who served during World War I to ensure that we got it right. Another form of inspiration came from Sharita Carter, executive creative producer for Walt Disney Imagineering and project lead for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Carter is the daughter of a U.S. Air Force officer, so the story was personal for her. Carter shared, "Growing up in a military family is a wonderful and challenging experience that we hope to pay tribute to inside our newest attraction, even if in a small way. In this expanded story, you will see just how much Tiana is proud of her father and his military service, just like so many of the families who visit us are proud of their military hero. I know I am very proud of my family's military service, including my father." A wall in World Celebration Gardens is uncovered. More Encanto decorations are up at Communicore Plaza, and trees have been planted in World Nature as construction continues throughout Epcot. The back wall of the Celebration Garden has finally been revealed. The wall is directly behind Dreamer's Point. It's been blocked by rolling planters since the rest of the garden space opened. Well, that was back in December. We got a glimpse of the wall in April, but the planters are finally gone, and we can see the full design. It features squares and diamonds, creating the illusion of cubes. There are also circles inside hexagons. The pattern is reminiscent of other Epcot architecture like Spaceship Earth. Kind of looks like a Q*bert game for my fellow Gen Xers out there. You might see that. Some elements look like Epcot Pavilion logos. More decorations are up around the Communicore Plaza stage for Celebración Encanto. The show will debut on June 10th with the hall and plaza's opening. An LED screen was added above the stage among the colorful flags. The screen is surrounded by a brown frame. Celebración Encanto concept art indicated it would also be decorated with flags, flowers, and casita tiles. A column next to the stage now features a colorful wrap. It's red, green, and yellow. The show's concept art does show 4 columns around the stage with similar decorations. Next to the stage, we saw a new sign for Communicore Hall. It's another Festival Favorites sign. The first was installed on the other side of the building last week. Festival Favorites is the name of an old Epcot Festival booth. It would feature favorite dishes from past festivals. The sign indicates this booth will return as part of Communicore Hall, maybe as a permanent offering, hopefully, with a rotating menu of those favorites. Flex space, located next to the Imagination Pavilion, seems nearly complete as well. There are now clear paved walkways and a courtyard, but landscaping still needs to be done. Then, 7 new poles showed up in the area, which will likely support some sort of roof structure or maybe some kind of shade for the area. It looks great. All in all, it looks like we are in the home stretch of several Epcot projects that are all wrapping up soon. Knock on wood. Disney has filed a new notice of commencement to begin work on the Tropical Americas expansion at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The notice of commencement, filed on May 23rd, is to install Walt Disney Imagineering trailers in a backstage area behind Kali River Rapids and Maharaja Jungle Trek at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The trailers will likely serve as a base for Imagineers as they work on transforming Dinoland USA into a new Tropical Americas land, which is set to feature attractions themed to Encanto and, of course, Indiana Jones. Back in March, a permit filed with the South Florida Water Management District revealed plans for 4 Walt Disney Imagineering trailers in this area, along with 1 additional contractor trailer and 363 parking spaces. There was also an outline for a road leading from the trailers straight to the Dinoland USA area. Tropical Americas was first teased as a blue sky concept by Chairman of Disney Parks Experiences and Products Josh D'Amaro at last year's Destination D23. The concept art was revealed to fans as being beyond the blue sky phase when Imagineering shared a video featuring models of the land this April. In the video, Imagineer Neil Emery discussed a research trip the team took to help bring the expansion to life. Well, school is wrapping up all over the country, and some of you haven't had a chance to plan a summer vacation yet. Why not contact our friends at Be Our Guest Vacations? They can give you expert, personalized concierge-style vacation planning for your latest Disney trip. Maybe you want to come check out Communicore Hall or Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Maybe you want to see the new Dragon and Fantasmic over at Disneyland. Or maybe you just want to relax on a Disney cruise. Let them handle everything. Do you have a special event coming up and maybe you want to do something special for someone? Well, they can help book those amazing VIP tours. Bet you never thought of that one. Their services are absolutely free, so check them out. Go to wdwnt.travel for details. After previously approving a $3.1 million cut to road work around Walt Disney World, the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District this week began exploring $100 million worth of roadway improvements. Among the 3 general business items on the agenda for the district's May 22nd meeting was the following: approval for the Finance Department to pursue bond funding to support infrastructure needs for the district's roadway capital improvement program in the amount of $99,300,000. The approved bonds would mostly cover Phase 3 of the World Drive project, which has been ongoing since 2019 to improve traffic around Magic Kingdom. Phase 3 would cover improvements between Disney's Polynesian Village Resort and the end of World Drive behind Magic Kingdom. The $99,300,000 would also go towards North Buena Vista Drive bridge replacements, Buena Vista Drive and Western Way interchange improvements, widening Western Way, and milling and resurfacing portions of Buena Vista Drive and World Drive. Board member Charbel Barakat noted that the North Buena Vista Drive bridges were some of the oldest at Walt Disney World Resort. The board unanimously approved the motion to explore bond funding. If you ask me, one way they may be going about this seems to be all those speed traps. If you're local, let us know in the comments if you've noticed. It sure looks like there's a lot more speed traps along World Drive than there used to be. Disney Parks shared a first look at the updated version of Fantasmic that will return to the park later this month. Actually, today. Returns today. Disney posted a video on Instagram. It includes classic Fantasmic moments like Mickey shooting sparks from his hands, as well as a look at the returning Peter Pan sequence, which was originally replaced by a Pirates of the Caribbean scene. The LA Times also showed us some photos of the show's new climactic sequence. Fantasmic performances were halted in April of 2023 when a fire destroyed the Maleficent dragon, known as Murphy by many of the cast members and fans. Maleficent will no longer transform into a dragon during the show. Instead, the climax features her atop a tower rising 35 feet in the air. Maleficent will use her magic to light the river on fire and battle sorcerer Mickey. The whole theme of the show, good versus evil, and Mickey's magic and imagination overpowering the evil. It's important to have that peak in the show, says Disney Live Entertainment's Toby Longo. Maleficent is still going to be spectacular. She's on the stage longer than she used to be. We've added new pyro effects with really cool projections and lasers. The river is still going to light on fire. As much as we miss the dragon right now, it's still going to be a spectacular scene. Longo is the Fantasmic show director and has been working on the spectacular for almost its entire 32-year run. Wow, it's been 32 years. Her team has been workshopping the new and updated scenes overnight since mid-December. She hinted that the Maleficent dragon may not be gone for good, though. We're excited for something to come back, and we're in the works and working on it. But I think what I've done with that scene, that good versus evil, and that battle between Maleficent and Mickey is so spectacular. We all love the dragon, and we'll keep working on things, but there's not much I can say about it. Fantasmic will be back on Friday. That's tonight, May 24th. Speakers and their support poles have returned to Disneyland Park after almost 7 weeks. The poles were removed after one fell in a guest path in early April. The speakers can be seen along the park's parade path. The poles and speakers themselves are that go-away green that we all love, meant to blend in with the surrounding trees and foliage so they aren't immediately obvious to guests. A fake rock still sits where the speaker pole that fell used to be. There were no reported injuries due to that incident, by the way. Each pole now has 2 speakers mounted at the top. A new sign and windows have been installed on the former Blue Sky Cellar at Disney California Adventure, which is becoming, what else, a Disney Vacation Club Welcome Home Center. Construction walls went up around Blue Sky Cellar in late 2023. Over the walls, we can now see a small round wooden sign reading Golden Vine House, a reference to the fictional Golden Vine Winery previously at that location. The Disney Vacation Club word mark is in white at the bottom. It features a blue filigree and a blue leaf at the top. Baymax from Big Hero 6 is back at San Francisco Square in Disney California Adventure after being absent for a few months. The talking Baymax made his debut in San Francisco Square back in August. He and Hero would alternate meet and greet times or meet together every now and then. Sometime in February, the personal health care companion stopped appearing altogether. While Hero continued to meet and greet with guests, Baymax was missing for about 3 months. He returned this week, and guests can once again meet him with Hero at the Hamada Bot Shop. The robot looks to be in perfect working order. According to the Disneyland app, the Baymax meet and greet is open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar at Disneyland Hotel announced that a new Dole Whip treat inspired by the Matterhorn will be available beginning in June. Starting on June 1st, Trader Sam's will serve the Coconut Pineapple Dole Whip, topped with coconut shavings mixed with silver and blue edible glitter in a Matterhorn cup. The treat and cup honor the 65th anniversary of the Matterhorn bobsleds, which opened at Disneyland on June 14th, 1959. For the absolute latest on these stories and all those stories that did not make it onto today's show, and there are plenty of them, be sure to check out WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can also use that new WDWNT app. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. You can get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the Waves members watching who make this show happen each and every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Eric Morton saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.